with. And it is the most uncomfortable performance you'll ever see from Ray Liotta.
Wow.
I mean, I'm talking about on the set. Ray, what's going on? Yeah, all right. Ray wasn't fucking with nobody. Ray was in it.
Reese, you deal with a lot of grief. Like I think about, Brother Paul Walker, and I think about
John Singleton.
Ray, John Singleton, your mother.
Divorce. Both of my sisters died.
Your sisters. People don't look at divorce as grief, but you did. You lose things, You probably lost a lot of friends when you went through your mental health breakdown. Are you really, have you really taken the time to deal with all of that grief? Or do you just try to stay busy to avoid it?
I'm doing the best I can with every 24 hours I get.
That is probably the realest thing I've ever heard, bro. That is tough. I know Tyrese be on and off his rocker, but that is one of the realest comments I've ever heard because I think that everybody relates to that.
That's it.
Get some tissue for me, brother.
No, I don't need no tissue. Black men cry.
That's right.
You know, fucking tissue. Every 24 hours I get, I'm doing the best I can. Beautiful Pain, 1992. There is no square footage I could ever live in. There is no rims, no jewelry, and no car. There is no net worth. There is no press release. There is no co-star. There is no collaboration in the world that could ever replace my mama.
Damn.
That could ever fill the void of what it's like to wake up and get married and want to be in something for the rest of your life. And it goes away.
You're making me cry.
Get Tyrese some tissue.
I don't need no tissue.
Man, you U.S., man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love you
You've
too,
been holding
brother.
this
Do you
in the whole
understand
interview,
how much power it is in letting it go?
Yeah, because you've been holding it the whole interview. I've been watching you.
You asked me the question.
I did, but I mean, I'm getting you some
You should have
tissue.
never asked the question
I love you,
if you didn't want to see
I love you, brother.
I can't stand Charlotte.
how hard it's been to get through.
I can't stand people.
Okay, do you not cry?
Absolutely.
You might not.
Like, bro, I can't stand people like Charlamagne because it's like, bro, can you not read the room? Like, for once, it's not about you. I hate people like this, bro. Like, just sit down, let people have a moment. Stop trying to always make it about you or try to be funny or try to lighten the mood because it may not be that time. People like him are so tone deaf.
I bring it to the radio,
Absolutely.
but this is what being grown
Thank
is.
you, brother.
I'm not doing
He
this.
just said he don't want tissue.
I need one. My makeup gonna mess up.
Hear me.
My concealer
Hear
is
me.
sitting
I don't
there.
find it funny.
Hear me. Black men cry. When divorces happen, women aren't the only one that are devastated. When a miscarriage happens, women are not the only one that you should be checking on. When you can't put food on the table because your career goes up and then it goes down, stop calling, skipping over the man, and just checking on the woman. This is real shit out here. I'm gonna wipe my own tears.
Makeup. Messing up my makeup, Tyrese.
I love you, sis. When you do things from the heart, it affects hearts. That's what beautiful pain is. Y'all might outsell me the first week. I made a fucking classic. Some of the most legendary movies in the world didn't do well in the box office. Baby Boy bombed. Do your research. Is it a classic?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is Baby Boy a classic?
Hell yeah.
People didn't even know who the fuck I was as an actor when that movie came out.
Baby Boy, the only reason BET still got a network going.
Praise God. If the movie bombed in the box office,
I agree.
why is it the only movie that they still playing on BET every day? Don't confuse data and numbers and popularity with the reality of what affects hearts. I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm going to tell y'all something about 1992. as well as The Masked Singer when I did that show. Praise God for Nick Cannon. Shout out to him. I was really a masked singer. I needed that mask so fucking bad.
Wow.
I needed that money from that show so bad. I didn't have it in me to go stand on that fucking stage and sing. And praise God I had a mask on, because while I was on stage singing, if they had seen my face under that mask.
Right.
Listen, if it all ends for me tomorrow.
I've had to do quite a few things that hurt my ego when it came to trying to make some money. I've done some things I'm like, man, this is embarrassing as hell, but I got to get it done, got to figure it out. I relate to that point. It's just me. I think a lot of men can.
I never sold you on fake. None of this jewelry on my arm is real.
Damn.
Don't love me because of no fucking diamonds. Take all this shit.
That's an
This
ego
bracelet
hit.
right here look real as a motherfucker. This shit was $23 on Amazon.
Most dudes cannot admit that.
You said look real.
Nothing. Hear me out.
I just can't stand. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm trying to, look at it from both angles. I can't stand people like Charlamagne. Like, it's kind of embarrassing for Tyrese to say that. Like, listen, man, like, this is fake jewelry. But this is somebody who's had it all, who's had the cars. I remember he had the Rolls Royces. He had it all. And then he's like, look, man, all this stuff you see on me is fake. I wouldn't have admitted that, but that takes a lot. That takes a real man or some courage to say that. But Charlamagne, I just don't understand why you just don't freaking get it, dog. Like shut the hell up, dog, and stop crying. I mean, crying. Stop laughing. It's not funny to laugh at other people's pain. This is why Charlamagne is always. This is why this dude is always into some stuff, bro, and nobody respects this guy.
I didn't think it looked good.
It don't look fake, right? If you out here getting fake vagina
Whoa.
over your fake jewelry, reality is reality. This shit is corny. It's all fake. It's all superficial. It doesn't mean anything. Can I ask you a question, my brother, in closing?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody go see 1992.
I got one question
and
for you,
Beautiful
too, though.
Pain. They
August
both
30th.
drop Friday, August 30th. It's a Labor Day weekend. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, who's an executive producer on board. I want y'all to understand something. R&B just changed.
All right, I think this might be it.
The live instruments got to come out. Go pull them out your garage. It's time to dust them out. All of y'all out here making these beats on these goddamn
speed this up.
iPhones and y'all end up number one, y'all going to have a seat.
That's why you did everything live. You trying to bring it back to that?
I didn't do it live on purpose. It just ended up happening.
Oh, okay.
Because I got into the biggest argument ever with my producer named Brandon. He was like, bro, I'm not doing
All right,
that.
I'm gonna end it off right there. So this is couple things I got from this, right? Number one, you can't have friends like Charlamagne, period. You cannot have friends like Charlamagne whatsoever, because they will never take you serious. They think everything's a joke. But when something happens to them, they always want you to know the seriousness of their situation. I understand that Tyrese seems to have some problems, right? He's talked about his mental health and breakdowns, and he is always crying. But when someone says something that's real, it's real, right? And it resonated with me when he said, I'm doing the best with the 24 hours that I have, when he was asked, how do you deal with grief? That's deep. Literally just trying to figure things out, man. And not just financially, but just, family members and unfortunate situations that's happened. That's deep, bro. He talks about his career going up, being able to have everything, and then when it goes down, to being a mass singer, having to go onto a show to win some money, which is an embarrassing moment. I mean, imagine, like any celebrity, if they go broke, is like, oh, wow, that's the end of them, right? I remember a guy, he was on one of those shows, I think the Cosby Show. He was an actor, and I think he goes to the grocery store just to give back. And the whole story was that, oh, he's going broke. He's going broke. And he was like, I just do this to pretty much come back to reality and help the community. But I don't know, man. I really hope Tyrese gets the help that he needs, man. Losing a lot of people, you start to kind of feel like, lost. And if he has a mental illness or mental problem, and it just makes it worse. He said a lot of real things in this Breakfast Club interview, and I can't deny it. I can't deny it. But people like Charlamagne make me want to sock him straight in their face. Because it's like, you know what, since this is so funny, then let me give you something to laugh at. Let me laugh at something. Right? This is why I can't respect Charlamagne. This is why I can't. The guy's a straight idiot. Doesn't understand and doesn't know how to read the room. Let somebody go through their pain the way that they need to go through it and stop trying to make light of their situation on the radio. And you know what? The truth is, a little sentimental. A lot of men cry behind closed doors. Some men cry and some men just sit in silence in their own problems. Some men don't drop a tear, but they definitely think about the situations, the people they lost, and what they got to do and their responsibilities. This happens a lot. Happens a lot. But I thought this was a real moment. I thought this was a real moment from Tyrese. Like literally admitting that, like, you got fake jewelry on was like, to me, I was like, dang, like he legit just don't care no more. This is a person that has lived life and say, I don't care about what people think about me no more. And that right there, when you can somewhat reach that or get that, is a great place to be, because you understand that people go talk about you, whether you dead or alive, good or bad, and you just trying to figure out life in your own way. Shout out to Tyrese. Let me read. Shawan said that Tyrese is always crying. And Roro said she agreed. So Tyrese talking about because Charlamagne is fake. Yeah, Charlamagne that's not somebody you want as a friend. So Cheap Steak says, my man is in public service and has seen things I can't even imagine. He comes home, and the time he cried the day he lost a child after accidentally shooting himself, trying to keep him alive. Hold on, let me read that again. My man is in the public service, okay, and has seen things I can't even imagine. He comes home, and the time he cried the day he lost a child after accidentally shooting himself, trying to save him. Damn, that's deep. That's deep. So I don't know, man. I just wanted, I see that it's kind of a, viral thing going around. I don't think it's funny, what I'm saying, to laugh at somebody else's pain. I think that, everybody, even if they're a comedian or whatever, man, people had their own ways of dealing with grief. And I think this was just a bad way to deal with it as far as Charlamagne. And this becomes another reason why I can never respect this man. Not only do I not respect his political view because he's a complete idiot and ignorant voter, but he's just an idiot when it comes to just, dealing with people, man. He wants to be the guy that everybody laughs with. And that's just not, that ain't no good stuff, bro. So Tyrese, hopefully you get the help you deserve. Dropped a lot of big gems right there. And that was deep. That was deep. So let me move on from that. All right, let me move on from that. It was a little heavy drop.